What is going on, guys? In this video, I want to go over a misconception that a lot of people seem to have when they start gardening, and that would be soil depth requirement. A lot of time you'll see on the seed packets or a lot of videos telling people that you need a certain minimum depth for your soil to grow your plants properly, whether it be 12 inches, 24 inches, and that you won't get great yield if there's not enough soil depth. And that's not actually true. That's only one component to it. Like, I want to give you an example. Let's take a 1 inch by 1 inch square, and let's say it's 12 inches deep. What do you have? You have 12 cubic inches of soil. Now you have a very small area, but it's deep. So does that mean it's sufficient? Not exactly. Now let's take a 3 inch by 4 inch area, and let's say it's only 1 inch deep. You still have 12 cubic inches of soil. So the main concept that people don't seem to understand is that it doesn't matter how deep the soil is, it's about the volume of the soil that is important. Regardless of how deep the soil is, as long as there's enough volume of soil for it to thrive, the roots will actually just spread out to the corners of the box or whatever you grow it in. Roots are not stupid. It will go to where the nutrients and the water is. So how do you know how much volume you have in your space for gardening? So 1 cubic feet of space is roughly about 7 gallons of soil. So in my bed right here, I have a 4 feet wide by 4 feet long, and it's only about 5 inches deep. So roughly about 0.4 feet. So if I were to take this and multiply it together, 4 feet by 4 feet by 0.4 feet, I would get roughly about 6.4 cubic feet of soil. You take 6.4, multiply it by 7, and that gives me roughly about 45 gallons of soil in this little space. Now, when you're growing leafy greens, they don't require that much soil. They take maybe on average roughly about half a gallon of soil to 1 gallon of soil. For plants like cucumbers, tomatoes, and peppers, they will require at least a minimum of 3 gallons of soil. So in this space right here, you can grow them as well. It doesn't matter how deep it is. It'll still grow. The roots will just expand a little bit more because, like I said, this is roughly about 45 gallons of soil. The only real difference would be the watering. For shallower beds, you have to water more often because it doesn't hold as much water because it's not as deep. For deeper soil, you will water less often since it will retain more moisture. One might argue, what about carrots, potatoes, beets? Those are root crops and they prefer deeper soil, right? The thing is that it'll still grow. The carrots won't be as long, it'll probably be fatter, shorter carrots, but it'll still grow nonetheless. So I want to give you an example of what I mean by roots are not stupid. So this is my pepper plant right here. You see the depth of this pot? It's not very deep. It's only, I would say, probably 4 to 5 inches. But a lot of the recommendation would tell you that it wants about 12 inches of soil, right? This is not 12 inches of soil, but it's still able to grow and produce a fruit for me already. And right here, it's growing another fruit right now. Let me show you what I mean that the roots are not stupid. The roots would just grow to the edge of the pot. If you look very closely, the roots just basically spread out and went to the edge of the pots, you see? So the key takeaway is that the volume of the soil is most important for the plant to grow and not really the depth of the soil. I don't want beginners to feel like they can't start gardening just because they don't have enough soil, enough space. You can grow anything with a little bit of space. Now, I hope you find this video informative. If you learned something new today, please leave a like, comment below on what else you'd like to see, and remember, take it easy.